Yo, what's the vibe? RasLunacy is a YouTube channel documenting Aaron Belinfante's Rastafarian journey. That being said, I do not support the illegal consumption of drugs in any way, shape, or form. Persons under 18 should not consume cannabis under any circumstance. And if you're under 18, you should not be watching this video. Thank you.
What's the vibe, guys? RasLunacy back again with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about day 7 no facts. So I'm going to be double uploading at some point, or I'll have two videos back to back. And today is March the 3rd. Today is March the 3rd, and my last video would have been on February 24, where I said I would have been February 25, sorry, where I said I was starting no cap. So since then it would have been 26, 27, 28, 29, 1, 2, 3. Today is day 7 of my no fap journey. Let's talk about the struggles. Have I had temptations? Yes. Not one. Obviously I've been able to resist those urges, but I'd say the urges have only started to calm down a little. Coming up to day 4, 5, around that area, the urges were much stronger. But since yesterday and today, they've really calmed down quite a bit, because I have my biggest urges come in the night time. But now, yeah, last night I never really had much urges. I was much more clear-headed and stuff. But back to what y'all want to hear about, and that's attraction, or rather, this is supposed to be a whole monk mode thing. I'll say I did not successfully do the no vices, so I haven't had any alcohol, but I have smoked. I have used social media. However, when it comes to the social media, my phone actually fell in the toilet 3 or 4 days ago, and it was unusable for a couple days basically. And within that time I had literally no access to social. I've used Twitter on my laptop in that 1 hour opportunity where I get. So I've actually started, because I was going on YouTube and there wasn't much to watch, and I didn't want to use my hour doing something I didn't want to do, so I just jumped on Twitter. And since I'm on my laptop, it's okay. It's not my phone, so it's not instant gratification, it's still delayed. So I didn't get to use social media, and within that time when I never had a phone, within those 2 days, those were the times when I had the most. I realized how much semen retention has actually been working. And what I mean by that is, a lot of y'all might go on this journey and be like, yo, you don't get any you haven't gotten any benefits, but sometimes you're the one that is distracted from your benefits. What do I mean by that? Well, it means basically that I've realized that maybe I have been getting choosing signals, or maybe girls have been trying to get my attention, but because I've been on my phone when I'm out in public listening to music, because I'm just distracted with what's going on my device, I don't realize what's happening in my actual surroundings. And because of that, when I didn't have my phone, I'll give you an example. I didn't have my phone. It was a drizzling day. Well, not even drizzling. It was raining pretty heavy. People had their umbrellas out and everything. I was standing in front of my bus stop waiting to go to work. As I stood in front of my bus stop, I was waiting on the bus to come around. And I realized like this group of probably college students, they stood, like a bunch of girls, they stood nearby, and I was trying my best to ignore them. Obviously, I don't have a phone, so my hands are in my pockets, and I'm just looking around. I'm just gazing. I'm not doing anything much. And I realized out of the corner of my eye that they keep looking. That each one of them keep looking over at me, looking over at me, looking over at me. This usually it either means they're looking at me they're somehow interested in me in some way, shape, or form. Now, they're college students, they're children, they're kids, right? So I'm trying to ignore as best as possible, blah 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 blah. They obviously don't know my age. I'm 21, by the way, so really and truly, if I met an 18-year-old, it wouldn't be out of reach. But really and truly, I'm looking more for someone in who's with it, who's at a higher level of thinking, and I just feel like most children are not going to be there just yet. So I'm not really that interested in anybody younger than me or far younger than me. But another lady comes by while this was going on. She goes right in front of me, drops her bag, bends over, picks it up, and she stands there, takes out her phone, and she's just scrolling through her phone. And at first, I thought about it, and I was like, man, maybe I'm overthinking all of these stuff. Maybe they're just normal stuff happening. But then I realized, why is she standing in the rain? And that's when it clicked. Probably these kind of things where I'm getting choosing signals from women happen all the time. But because I'm on my phone and I'm not looking around, or I haven't been able to pick up on these things. And I've actually made like two new friends that are girls. They follow me on IG now. I got their socials and stuff. Which, honestly, if I had my phone, I would not have even realized that they were in the park. I was just in the park chilling, having a smoke, and realized that these girls were nearby at the nearby bench having a smoke. I wouldn't have realized them if I had just had my music in, went through social media, blah 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 blah. So I think, even if the attraction, I think the attraction I've had has been less to do with nofap and semen retention, and more with me having to do with less social media, or just using my phone sparingly. And what that means is, I encourage y'all to try and use your phone sparingly. There are things probably happening around you that you miss all the time. A guy who likes you and you never realize, a girl and something. There are things happening all around you all the time, and you miss out on quite a bit of it just because of your phone, probably. And really and truly, the things on your phone are not going away. You have 24 hours to view IG stories. You have 24 hours to view all your Snap stories. You can do all of your stories of people who you're actually interested in within probably 10 minutes. Your Twitter interactions aren't running away either. Your phone is literally always there, and it's because it's always there why you're always going on it. But the reality is, because it's always there is why we should use it so much less and live more in the moment and be more about what's happening in our general surroundings. Going on to the no fact, to the actual semen retention side of things, have I realized any other benefits? Not in particular. I'll be honest, because it's only day 7, and it's common for me as a person to get to day 7. I won't realize much benefits because I'm usually like this. So by day 7, you can start to some things you can start to see improving are your anxiety levels, your willingness to get stuff done, your it helps your discipline in other aspects. To be honest, I'll be the first to say it. By day 7, there are benefits if you look out for them, but I don't think the benefits are anything major. However, I'll keep you all up to date. I'm at my goal, my overarching goal is to get to day 365. Don't know if that's gonna be a possibility. Who knows? I might meet a young lady who's at a high spiritual level, who's all about it like me, who date for a couple months, and maybe I just decide that she deserves this bust, and that's just my decision. But my goal is 365 days, and if I don't meet anyone worthy of me and myself, then I will keep saving up this sexual energy inside of me. With that, this is my day 7 semen retention update. RasLunacy signing out. Don't forget to check out my socials. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. I know I'm really inconsistent with the videos now, but let's try to get that consistency back. You get me? So yeah.
Bitch, start tripping, now I'm blue. Mega man, I can't win for losing, cause I got too many haters, man. Used to be the paper boy, grew up now I'm Mega man.